Right, justification of Romania is complete. Declare. Germany going to join. Italy's join. Hungary's join. Germany's join. Off we go. Hey, this is Feedback Gaming. Welcome back for more Hearts of Iron 4. Back for another edition of What If World War II Went Differently? What if Poland was completely OP and completely demolished Germany? Are you looking to get the strongest, girthiest Poland possible? Well, welcome to the right video. This is Girthiest Poland 1.0, the unhistorical version. Unhistorical game, by the way. Have you got a country or a specific challenge you would like me to do? Well, comment it below. I read every single message. And to know I'm serious, the best comment will get a free copy of any Hearts of Iron 4 DLC for free. So comment below, impress me. This is your opportunity for creativity. And what would a YouTube video be without a like goal? 10,000 likes and we'll do paratroopers only. That's right, you heard me. Only paratroopers. Poland! Historical 1936. Off we go. Poland. Famous for being a buffer state. And today, buffer state no more. We will carve our own buffer states. We're just going to deal with this. Oh dear, yeah. We're going to deal with this one first. Alright, first up, I'm going to select the entire army and delete it. Armyless Poland is. How will Poland defend itself? Very good question. Merge up our air force, exercise to level 3. Research-wise, we're going to go for basic machine tools, get that production going. We're going to build some military factories early on as well. And we can begin by working on a little bit of artillery. Just a tiny little bit. First national focus, we're going to go for strengthen the Polish state for some PP. Free civilian factories, we're going to pop down some mills here and here just for now. Military factories. We're going to pop down some artillery. That looks pretty good. For the most part, we don't need to worry about guns because we can get free packages of guns, free handfuls, free gifts of guns in a special kind of way. You'll see. But that looks like a good start. And we need a little bit of tungsten to get that industry going. Oh, yeah. Artillery. Naval dockyards. Yeah, whatever. Convoys. Whatever. 5-speed. Off we go. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to defend myself against Germany and the Soviet Union without an army? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Just gotta wait. Soon. Always a useful upgrade to get to begin with. An agency. Yes, have you heard? Spies are actually OP. You thought they were bad, didn't you? Well, you were wrong. I'm about to show you and unleash the power of the spy agency. Oh, you'll see. And the first upgrade for the agency is local training centers, which allows us to get Soviet spies, meaning we can build a network inside of the Soviet Union significantly faster. Trust me, in most cases, that should be the upgrade you should always go for first. Strengthen the Polish state, and now we're going to go for militarism focus. We want Polish revanchelism, which allows us to justify wars significantly quicker. Yes, that's what we want. And the first advisor we're going to go for is Mr. Demagogue. That's right, you. Next, we need 100 political power, and then we'll do our next steps. Localized training centers are complete. Pop into the Soviet Union, our first spy, and drop a spy into Moscow. Next up, prepare for the Civil War. Now we need another 100 political power for the next step. After into artillery, we're going to go for the next improved artillery, and we're going to continue to get more production. I'm going to go for improved machine tools next. And in this case, we are going to go for concentrated industry, because we're going for a more condensed, shorter game. Trust me, it'll end up being a longer game, but for now, we need to maximize that production. And with our very small industrial base, that'll do just fine. All right, we've got 100 political power. You've got to do these steps back to back. Anti-democratic raids, boom, 48% stability, ignite civil war. A blue and pink Poland. Who will win? Blue Poland, pink Poland? Comment below. Few horses and get them trained up. Oh, that's right. Dave's going for his classic Civil War trick where he just launches lots of horses all over the place and captures all the victory points. Yes, you've seen this a million times. Here it is again. 1 here, 2 here, and the snake to the victory points. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Ugh. Easy Civil War. If you've done this correctly, Polish revanchelism is complete. And now we can justify on Lithuania at record time. No, wait, 2 political power? There we go. A few more horses. Stick them on the front line. There we go. Okay, next focus we're going to go for is defensive focus, which gives us 20% extra construction speed for military factories. That is really strong. One of those focuses that the devs probably forgot about, but trust me, they are very, very strong. We have 6 upgrades now in the spy agency, so we get ourselves a free spy, and that will do for now. Deploy the boys. On the front line they go. Sign a general. Doesn't really matter who it is. He'll do. Instant field marshal. Just add water. And we're also going to go for defensive focus. Very important that way, and you'll see you later on. Oh, charismatic as well? Damn, we have 3 trait slots. All of them. When you get the next spy, make sure you get it as another Soviet spy. Right now, we don't have another Soviet one, so we're just going to wait for the decision to fire again. Then we can click on Moscow and get another Soviet spy. We want to get the most of our spies. There's no point going for one that's just a Polish one that's not going to gain as much spy network as quickly. There's a few bonuses in the focus tree that are quite spicy. We've got military youth here, 2% recruitable. We'll come to that at some point. But manpower isn't an issue right now. And the next one is the 2 research slots down here. My advice is go down the 4-year plan. That is the quickest path. All right, next up, we are going to go for worker conditions. One of those strange ones, like why would you go for stability this strange time? Well, trust me, stability will come back later on to bite you. So my advice is get that stability as high as it can go to prevent any future problems. Oh, if you play this game enough, you'll know what those problems are. Justification complete. Declare, go aggressive, and try your best to not push into free land. Always try and push into their divisions because we want to grind as much XP as possible. There's no point ending this war really quickly. Might as well just grind a little bit of experience as well. Horse is definitely strong. And the collapse has begun. And there we go. Take all states and form the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Oh, this is so strong. Not only are you getting cores on Lithuania and Latvia, but you gain like a ton of cores of European Russia, which will help you out in a big way later on. Oh, you'll see. So now you've got the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Now we can justify for the core territory, which takes a lot less time. Off you go. Ideally, when all things kick off, we need at least 3 army groups. So we're going to get another 48 divisions. We'll start with 24, and then we'll go up to a full 48. Next 150 political power, it is war economy. Justification on Latvia. Off we go. Start working on improved artillery as soon as it's got researched. Get it ASAP. This is perfect. It's gone on for just as long as it needs to, and we're grinding just enough experience. Perfect. Done. As you'd imagine, this is not the division we're going to go to war with. We need something better. So we'll go for the primary template here. We'll pop on artillery. Of course, we're going to go with a fancy icon. The devil, of course. Don't usually do engineers, but we are going to play very defensive to begin with, and then work up from there. We'll see. Boom. Go. Make sure this is high priority. We want to at least get 3 army groups on the ground. And now we're going to begin justifying on Mongolia. That's right. This is an exploit you've probably seen before. What is feedback about to do? He's justifying on Mongolia, even though he wants to attack the Soviet Union. What is he doing? Comment below. Recap on research. Prioritizing heavily on artillery, radio for the reinforce rate, and just working on the soft attack to make our infantry as well-rounded as possible. There we go. 3 army groups, all under the field marshal. Give them a general. Ooh, brilliant strategist. Nice. Convert them to the infantry template, exercise to level 3, and then have a look what we're behind on. Artillery is 500 days. That's good. Guns are 1,000. Ooh, that's a problem. And support artillery, support equipment is also 1,000. Okay, probably not going to be able to do the engineers then. Take off those engineers for now. And there we go, that's a lot easier. We can deal with that. Need to import more resources, more tungsten, and more steel. We need to make sure at this exact point, when we need the production as much as possible, when we're building up our divisions, we need to make sure we're importing the resources to top up all this production, once again, as much as possible. Have another look at logistics, hover over them. Artillery, 271 days behind. Infantry equipment, 607 days. Support equipment, 62 days. Gonna go for the elusive gentleman next. Get myself another spy, and that should be enough to cover the entirety of European Russia. Get a few more Soviet spies. Demolition expert, safecracker, well-groomed. Not that it matters. Anyway, we've covered all of our front line here. Get 100% spy network, and therefore get the full intel bonus when they attack us. And also, we'll break down their entrenchment when we attack them. Trust me, soon. Alright, exercise to level 3. Here we go. Be aware you are going to burn a bunch of equipment when you do this, so make sure you take care of most of the primary supplies first before you start doing this. Alright, we have more research slots now than we have research. Because we're taking such a narrow linear path, we're going to have to start doing things ahead of time. Go for the guns. Oof. Not really that helpful because we have to produce them. Passive bonuses are always better than the ones you have to produce equipment for. Okay, we're going to prepare for the next war and then do the defense of Poland and also the Romanian bridgehead strategy. And this gives doctrine boost, therefore we can rush down. Grand battle plan. That's right, we're sticking with grand battle plan because we like the defensive bonus to begin with at the very beginning. Basically, max entrenchment plus 10, so it's a free engineer. Top that off as well with prepared defense, which is extra 10% defense as well. Lots of defensive bonuses early on, very good. Okay, justification on Mongolia is done. Pop you boys on the front line. We'll go for a field marshal front line actually. So Z for front line, hold shift left click, and this is a full front line that anyone can sit on at any point. Therefore, overall, there'll be less shuffling. That's the plan anyway. Start working on the doctrines. All right, coming up to the 14th of August, when the justification expires. Gonna entrench. and they declare war on Mongolia. And what happens here? Oh, that's right. The Soviet Union declare war on me. And the bonus with this is they've not got the Great Patriotic War bonus. If you declare war directly on the Soviet Union when it's got the purge, it gains the national spirit of the Great Patriotic War, which cancels out the purge. But now they have to deal with minus 40% organization and a massive penalty production output and trading time. So all these nasty penalties, meaning I've got a massive buff against them. I'm also going to join the Axis with Germany. This just prevents them from declaring war and stabbing me in the back later on. Oh, historical game. If you've done everything correctly, you should be holding right now. Very important though, do not let Germany enter the war. Now there is a chance you might get pushed back a little bit, and that's totally okay. And finally, as a last stand, hold behind the river line behind Warsaw. And more than likely, at this point, they will not be able to break. And trust me, even though you've lost all this land, it might be painful at the time, but trust me, you'll regain it back as you push back. There will be a point to counterattack, and you'll know just when, and I'll let you know. Germany, going to give us some guns? Don't mind if I do. They've made some decent pushes against us here, so what I'm going to do now is go for the infantry expert, as well as the army defense. Now, you'll have to play this by ear. If things are going well, and you're not getting pushed back in certain points, you might be better off going for offense. But in this instance, because I'm getting pushed back just on certain points, I'm going to go for army defense to begin with, and then switch out to army offense when things are more in my favor. H to hold, make sure no one's attacking. Control B to get on the front line. And yep, we're actually holding a lot better now. There's a few points that we've broken through, but I think for the most part, they're not massive breaks, and Soviets are taking some massive casualties to gain very, very little land. Okay, next up, we need to go for war propaganda. War support ties to how much defense on core territory you've got. Right now, we've practically got none, but if you get 100% war support, you get an extra 10% on core territory, and all of this, as well as a lot of this, is classed as our core territory. That's right, wink wink, Polish Lithuania for the win. Then we've got a tiny little push in the north, a bit of a bulge in the center here, and then quite a hefty push in the south too, but they have ground to a halt right now. Things are looking a lot more in my favor. Meanwhile, casualties, 500,000 for the Soviets. I'm going to exercise on the front line now with an attempt to bait them out to attack me. It doesn't seem to be working. What I could do is pull off an army group off the front line. Will that bait them to attack me? Nope, they well and truly have given up so early on. Attack order deep into Siberia. Build some planning bonus. And looks like there might be an opportunity for us to push. Probably stop due to the winter. Let's see if we can try something special. Let's sneak into here, then here. And you guys sneak into here. Yep, that worked. Easy encirclement. Another opportunity. Go here, then go here, then go here. Nice. This is usually a good sign of just testing and probing the front line to see what your ability to push into. And by looks of things, it looks like this front line now is incredibly weak. Put everyone on the front line, make sure planning bonus is max, make sure your org is nice and high, make sure there's no equipment deficits. Oh my god. Oh wow, everything's going so well. And 150 political power, we can change this from defensive guy to offensive guy. Nice. Okay, you need to change the garrisons now. Change it to the horse, make sure the horse doesn't have anything added on to it. That's good. As you can see, garrisons are now becoming an issue. I need to balance out the equipment and then reorganize for a second push. Production is looking good. Second wave. Off you go. The push is strong. Move your spies. Intel advantage 1.6%. So you normally can get a maximum of 15%, and I did at first get that full 15%. The problem is my spies keep moving, I have to reassign them, and one of them gets captured. That means two of them are not assigned for a while, so you lose all that bonus. You need to get the full max network of 100% over at least 3 areas, spreading across their capital as well as other parts of the map, and you get that full 15% attack or defense bonus. Trust me, it's a spicy one. The breakthrough is strong. Leningrad's taken, Moscow's taken, pushing to for Stalingrad now. Practically over. You could argue you could go for a collaboration government here, and that probably would have capitulated them at this point. The problem is because you're Poland, you don't have the best industry to begin with, so are you willing to take that big hit to your civilian factories? There's a chance that might not be a good call. Up to you. Alright, we've broken through now. I don't think they can recover. 1.78 million losses. So we're going to go for aggressive now. Control B, pop them on the front line. Off you go, winning on every single skirmish, every front, every battle, whatever you want to see it as, we're winning. MP would probably be a good idea at this point. Caucasus have been cleared, just the final push into Siberia, clearing up European Russia. It's almost over. 2.1 million losses for the Soviets. The end of the Soviet Union. So what we're going to do is give this half to Japan. We'll give the Caucasus to Iran. We'll give just the last parts of this peninsula to Finland, and then Romania can have just a bit over Bessarabia, and I'll take the rest. Joke, I'm taking it all. Ugh, That is a mighty fine font. I don't like that though. That's not good. That's not good. Go for extensive conscription now. We can train another 2 army groups. We need a lot more infantry equipment. We can also add on support too. Don't need to import any more steel. Probably could do with a tiny little bit more tungsten. We'll take that. MPs at this point, just essential. Essential. We need to get this resistance down. And we can leave the Axis. And we can put spies inside of Germany. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. The United Kingdom has guaranteed us. I have no idea why. Why? Decided at this point to make civilian factories just to make sure we've got a nice centralized domestic economy needed to build infrastructure if we need be or do mass repairs. It's always good to have at least 50 to 100 civilian factories just sat on the back line. So as we're going for more of a long game now, civilian oversight is the way forward. We need to build compliance to get the most out of the Soviet territory. I'm going to prioritize my garrisons too, so all the equipment will go straight into those garrisons to keep these areas nice and suppressed. 2 of my generals have got skilled Safa, extra 6 divisions, so what I'll do is train another 12 to make them full army groups. There we go, and we'll convert them over when they're finished. Ooh, well, hello there. An adaptable kind of guy. Oh, Germany. Or should I say, oh, France? I mean, technically, this is my job, right? All right, justify, take core territory of East Prussia, 1 army group on Romania, 1 on East Prussia, and the rest on the border. All right, off you go, boys. Oh, and it's a permanent war goal as well because I've got a core on these states. I can wait as long as I want. Wait for the perfect opportunity. In this case, just waiting for these guys to finish exercising. But if I declare on Germany, Japan's going to join. So I'm going to have to declare on someone else. Let's declare on Romania. 140 days to prepare. Free trade at the end of the game? Yeah, sure, why not? Get those research bonuses. Right, justification of Romania is complete. Declare. Germany going to join. Italy's join. Hungary's join. Germany's join. Off we go. And you know what? We're just going to attack. You know what? The pushes into Germany are actually working. The ones into Romania? Not so much. Oh my god. Oh, this is devastating. Now, pushing into core territory in here is going to be really easy because we get a bonus because it's technically our core territory. And we've also got 6.9% intel advantage. Very precise. Berlin taken by the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. This is the best timeline. All right, East Prussia, success. Pushing into Germany, practically a success. Also pushing into Hungary too, which is also good. Romania, on the other hand, wow, they've pushed me back. And they're doing a decent job at it too. So let's just kill all the front lines. Make a massive gargantuan front line here. Oh yeah, that's the one. And get everyone on the front. Catholic rebellion inside of Mexico. I have turned historical on, by the way. So this is historical game, by the way. Oh wow, they've gone communist as well. All right, so this is definitely, this is definitely not historical. Well, if I was against the Allies, I wouldn't have to worry about Mexico joining the Allies. That's for certain. Ooh, what's this? Oof, medium tank division. Too strong. And we finally break it. All right, push, go, go, go. And hopefully break Romania and Hungary. At that point, there'll be a lot less divisions on the front line and Germany will collapse as well, hopefully. And it is done. Connections into the North Sea. That'll be kind of nice too as well, right? Never mind. Practically all of Germany, apart from a tiny little state right there. The UK's puppeted. Gee, thanks, UK. Patreon supporters, this is your opportunity to impress me. Make me Poland big. I love you.